Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shattered Cast. A to B. Shattered Cast Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Cast.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast Uncut.
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Shadowcast and Cut, episode 193, and with me today is the full cast. Excuse me, I want to say class like we were X-Men.
We should.
Unfortunately, that does not include Leonard or Oscar. The wrong intro was accidentally used last week, and it was not malicious. It was just in haste, and it caused some confusion.
It was like 12:30 at night when I edited the show, so sorry, my bad.
Justin was high as fuck.
Also known as super tired. So
now, was that Thursday night we recorded or Wednesday?
I think that time we did Wednesday. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so. I
remember he was high as fuck.
Yeah, true story.
I think it went up a little bit before midnight, if I'm not mistaken, the next day. So let's just call it Throwback Thursday. So, going from corner to corner like Hollywood Squares, with me today is Bobby, because he's pulsing.
Good evening, everyone.
Ew.
What?
He said
you were making noises, and the blue ring around your picture is like
gotcha.
Pulsing.
He said you were pulsing.
Oh,
I was pulsating.
Not to be outdone. In the other corner, Matthew Baldwin is currently pulsing. How are you doing tonight, Matt?
Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? All right.
How's that crate of Titan Returns figures you got?
It's awesome. Did I open a crate?
They just back the boat right up to your house, or?
Yeah.
And I guess up next we'll go down to Robert D. Gianni, the devil of Hell's Kitchen himself. Spends the day fighting crime in the courtroom and spends the night on the rooftop in his underwear.
Hello. I'm doing well, thank you, Greg. How are you?
I'm doing good, and I guess Circle takes the square. Justin in the other corner. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, but I'm thinking about possibly next week going ahead and using an intro with Antoine in it just to throw everybody off.
We should make an intro. Cut this out of the final show, but we should make an intro and just put random ass people in it. And really fuck with people.
Shout out to Antoine.
Yeah, shout out to Antoine.
Do you think ROC would mind if we just stole their intro just to fuck with them?
That'd be pretty funny.
Or Toy Detox. This is your safe place, free from safety. Welcome to.
You know, I gotta say, I've been meaning to tell Brave this. I don't get that. I don't get this is your safe space free from safety.
I don't think he gets it either.
Doesn't that negate the safe space?
I don't think he gets it either.
I think you're overthinking it, Bobby.
Make My favorite thing about Toy Detox is all the times that Mickey says, all right, and we're going to cut this part out of the show, okay? I just need to find the such and such.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. So, we've got some fucking t-shirts, and they came in.
They're in.
And if you pre-ordered, you can pick it up from TFCon with the 2 exceptions. We're mailing. If you didn't pre-order, we have a handful left in stock, so you can order those. They're $30 for TFCon pickup. For an extra $5, we will either ship them to your house, or if you are picking up TFCon, the guys will help kind of break them in for you.
And we don't have many. We can get more, but if you want to pick up at TFCon, just let us know ASAP because we don't. We didn't have time to get a whole lot of each size, so we have like a handful left of each size. And there was something else I wanted to say about that. Originally we said the first 15 people to pre-order. I think that we're just going to give a free gift until our supplies run out. Right? Didn't we say that?
I guess you just did.
Well,
Thanks for putting it to a vote, Bobby.
Maybe you'll get an added bonus gift, and maybe you won't.
But if you are the first 15, you will definitely.
Yeah, if you're the first 15, you definitely will.
And so it's kind of like a extra Transbots figure. You might get a piece in your box. You might not. Never know.
For an extra $200, we will, in your name, interrupt a test shot from going to Bobby Skullface, and then he'll show up at your door with the item.
And then a $500 donation, and Matt will get your name tattooed on his belly.
Oh yeah, exactly.
What if someone gives us $500 and Matt has to do it?
But you guys need to jump on that quick because we only got 300 spots available.
My name is Small Peanut.
No, I got a lot of spots on my belly.
Dude, I like that. That shit would be tempting, man. That shit would be tempting for me if I wasn't fucking super in debt right now. Oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it.
How much do you owe Sideshow?
Yeah, right. I wish. I wish. I was talking to like we had the like a little crab feast here this past weekend, and we were talking about like the stress of TFCon, and I was like, man, like I go through it every year. Like you spend all this money in merchandise, and you just hope that you'll do okay. And like I spend about $1,000 in merchandise, and then my wife was like, how much? And I was like, well, I mean, it might be a little less, but about $1,000. Like I thought
I meant 40.
I thought she was like nickel and diming me. I thought, and she was like, no, that's not how much we spent. And then she told me how much we spent, and I was like, oh my god! Like, and now I swear to God, dude, I feel like I have a fucking 50-pound dumbbell sitting on my fucking chest. Like, I might, yeah, I'm in trouble. But hopefully, I'll be at TFCon to come by and see me at the table.
Is that why in your video you're like, I'm just gonna do a little self-promoting? Come to my table.
I am. This Saturday, tomorrow, you guys are getting a self-promoting video, letting you know all the stuff that I have on my table because I spent way more. I usually spend about $1,000 in merch. I usually go about $1,000 in debt before this thing. Like just historically, this year it's significantly more. So I didn't keep tabs on it as well as I should have.
$5 a handshake. $10 for a kiss.
Dude, dude, come Sunday afternoon, depending on how the fucking bottom line is looking, I might be giving out kisses for $10 if you fucking tell anybody to take me up on it.
Matt, do the deep throat.
So, everybody, make sure you swing by old. Everybody, make sure you swing by old Bobby Bad Books Face's table. And help him get that shit back in the
in the green. It's pretty scary. It's pretty scary.
In the black. You should be forced to wear like a red skull mask while you're in debt, and then when you're in the black, it's a black skull mask.
Yikes!
As much as I want to wish you the best, I kind of hope you're the first person I know that loses this house over some blankets.
What?
Oh my god!
Because that would be something for the books. That would just be something for the history
at least I'll have something for those cold nights on the street. I'm just gonna wrap myself in my college degree and my blankets.
No, but seriously, you'll do fine. You always have a huge crowd.
Yeah, I hope I do all right, because Yikers Island.
Yeah, it'll be all right. It's all going to work out. If you need to borrow some money, just let me know, and I'll hit up Robert for you.
Sounds good.
So, moving on to, I guess, what did everybody get? Bobby got some debt. Robert, what did you get?
Let's see. Friday, I got terrible food poisoning. I was sick for a few days, very ill. That was not fun. I was trying to get a little healthier, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get a spinach wrap. And I ate this chicken and spinach wrap, and it must have been loaded with E. coli because I got extremely ill. I still have a headache. What else did I get? Just totally copying from Greg, and I got a Note 8, and with it, I got a VR headset. And I've never done VR before. I'm just flabbergasted. I just played around a little bit today. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, it'll lose its edge in like a week. It'll become the thing that you use to watch Netflix when your wife's asleep. So
you're like, I'm alone in this room masturbating. And then your whole family
Oh God.
I'm in a cabin in the mountains. What You think you're coming on the couch, you come on your damn cat by accident. All right, that's enough.
Oh my god.
What else did I get?
That's how you lose an eye, Robert.
What else did I get? I got Terminus Giganticus. Box. I know everybody's taking them out. Justin is a man. Greg has him out. He's just in a box. I'm like, all right, you're a half a man. You're in a box.
Are you all right, dude? Did you huff the fucking smells from the box a little too hard?
That shit is funny as fuck to me.
I did. And then I got
Justin took him out. Greg took him out.
And then I got Perfect Fusion. Cesium. Perfect Fusion. And yeah, I was worried about the QC on this, but luckily mine, I don't know what the rest are. Maybe, Cape Cod John's broke, as soon as he, basically took it out of the packaging. And I was worried about that. I'm not sure what anyone else's is like, but thank God mine isn't frail in any part, as far as I can tell right now. So, yeah. That's I think that's it. That's all that I got. And I got AIDS.
Basic ass bitch. All right, so moving on. Justin, what'd you get?
You got high.
That didn't happen. I got the last Transformation Stunnicon, their dead end. I got Toy World's Coolsville, so he's okay. He's better.
Nice.
He's actually better than I expected him to be.
What about compared to Make Toys? I don't mean to cut you off, but before you move on.
I still like the robot of Make Toys better, but the car just flat out blows Make Toys away. Like, Make Toys looks like a bloated Porsche compared to the Toy World one. And the robot mode doesn't look bad, but it just doesn't look as good as the Make Toys, in my opinion. So I'll review that sometime, but probably after TFCon. I got
in about a year.
No, because nobody sent it to me. I bought it myself, so I'll go ahead and I'll review it.
You got that Bobby status.
Exactly.
Oh, relax.
I also got where did I say last? I ended up getting the X-Transbots Klaatu, and it is to X-Transbots what Simba was to the KFC part of the line, in my opinion. It's definitely like their best thing they've put out.
Did you look at their hoist by chance?
I did not.
Okay, that one was pretty good too.
Yeah, I didn't look at that one. And finally, I got, what was the last thing I got? Oh yeah, thanks to Bobby's video, which we watched his Willpower Cave middle of the video. I was like, damn it, I kind of need that Huff too, so I ended up getting the new Huffer. And I would say like 90% of it I prefer to the old one, but there are a couple things that I do prefer the old one over the new one. So that review will be going up either this weekend or next. I'm not sure. So that's all.
Are you still have the old one?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna look great. I can't wait to see that.
Mine is the version 3 old one though, so mine is actually, well, last time I checked it, he was able to stand and he had all his paint. So he's not like most pictures where all the paint is missing and he can't stand. So.
Man, I like the one that flopped all over the place.
Oh, you know what though? My Huff got 2 of the angry face. Like, he has no stoic face. So
what?
Yeah. I opened the box. I'm like, oh, I don't really like the angry looking face. Like, it was on there with an unpainted mouth.
Surprise! You got another one.
Yeah, and so the mouth is unpainted. I'm like, he really would have thought they would have painted the mouth because it looks really weird like this. And I'm like, oh well, I'll just take the one out of the bag, which is another angry one with the mouth painted this time. So yeah. I've contacted the retailer and I've contacted Toy World. The retailer said they'll see if they can get me another one in Toy World, or I'm sorry, not Toy World. Bad Cube has just pretty well neglected me, so we'll see what they say.
Hey, do you think the retailers has SEU on speed dial?
Oh, definitely. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, they should.
They should.
Absolutely. So
that was a good haul, Justin.
Yeah, it was nice.
All right, let's hear it. Matt, what'd you get?
I ain't get much. This past weekend was me and Belisa's 5-year anniversary, so we went to.
Congratulations!
Thank you. We went out of town, and I found some stuff. I'm actually excited. I got Tide Returns Misfire and Windblade, and I finally found Blitzwing and Octane, or Octagon, or whatever they call it, but he's Octane. And I got 2 Detolfs too. I'm in the Detolf life now, so picked them up. And
did you get to put them in the living room, like you said?
Yeah, I haven't put them together yet.
He's like, yeah, no. Yeah, no.
No, they'll be in the computer room.
I haven't broached the subject.
No, she said to get them, so I got them. So that's
nice...
it. That's all I got.
No, that's pretty good haul.
Yeah, I was happy to find something.
So I guess we'll just be moving on.
What'd you get, Gregors?
Oh, well, Matt, I'm glad you asked,
Word.
buddy. I got the DX9 Power Glide, and he is pretty fantastic. And I got Omega Terminus Gigaconus Supremus Part A.
What?
And I can't get the backpack part on, and
mine doesn't clip on super solid. Like it just kind of sits there.
Oh shit! Off to the boards.
I can't get mine to go over the pegs on the shoulders. Like I'm doing the rocking, the putting it on the front and rocking it back thing, but
yeah, mine does that. It just doesn't clip down in the back like it is supposed to.
Man, we might need to file a class action lawsuit on this one, Justin. But
TFW, tell everybody.
Yeah, he seems pretty cool. I figure if you can have a what's that company's called? Master Made Omega Bust. You can have a fucking Fans Toys Omega Bust.
Indeed.
I
seen it day in.
Right.
No, I think his joke was just Lieutenant Diane. I think that was it.
Sorry.
I got a couple things also this week.
Oh shit, Bobby! I thought we did you.
Yeah, well, we covered the debt, and that is the major.
Oh.
What I got.
Oh, that's what you got was debt.
That is significantly, proportionately, it is the most of what I got this week.
My eyes were following the icons on my screen, so I just subconsciously. I'm sorry,
Bobby. I'm in debt, but I got more stuff. Face.
Yeah, I got the TFC 1,000 kills. I got the Mafex Death Trooper.
Oh,
Debt Trooper? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Hey, thank God they didn't send any of those to my house, because they might have found what they were looking for. And I got the opportunity to look at the Fans Hobby Fly Pro.
What's that?
Great.
The last monster bot.
Oh,
that's a good little feller.
Sounds like a fishing rod.
And I got a Black Series General Leia and Finn from The Last Jedi. Well, I think actually Leia is from Force Awakens, to be fair, but yeah. Yep.
Did she come? She come with a coffin accessory?
Oh, hey.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was pretty bad, Robert, even for you.
Thank you.
No, seriously, like I would be ashamed if I were you.
No, seriously, I would just quit. Stop breathing.
If I was hosting this call, I'd probably drop you right now.
Yeah, that's it. Oh no, I got a Harley Quinn statue. I got it's fucking awesome. It's designed by Louis Royo, who's like a fantasy artist.
Louis Royo.
CK?
He makes ice cream.
Yeah, Louis Froyo. Anyway, it's
Justin's on point tonight, man.
I was really worried about it because it's like a scaled down version of a quarter scale statue, and I was really worried about it. But I took a gamble on it, and it's fucking perfect. So I'm very happy with it, and it's on display. I'm thinking about throwing it up, a little review of it for Sunday.
Throw it up.
And then Wonder Woman on DVD, and that's it.
I saw that movie for the first time yesterday. It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You would.
I liked I like the porn stash rather on what's his name?
Ares.
Ares, yeah.
Adam and I talked about that. Is that the first god we've ever seen with a mustache?
I don't know.
I think it might.
I don't know about anybody else. I was talking about it with Bedell because we were watching it. I'm like, I didn't mind Ares being like that guy because I feel like Ares could like be whatever human he kind of wants to be when he's hiding. But I hated the fact that you could still see his face under the armor. I was like, it just kind of kills me. Like I want that like blacked out face with the red eyes,
Yeah.
Maybe I'm asking for too much.
You are.
You know what else
Greg,
is
did
crazy?
you get it?
I still haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because they're like, yeah, that thing that you ordered the day it came out, it'll be shipping in October. I'm like, oh, thank you. So, yeah, it's crazy.
I'm going to cut the first note out of movie news because I don't think it's that exciting. I was just desperate at the time. So.
Greg, did you get anything else?
No.
Oh, okay.
What else would I have gotten?
I don't know. Bobby just intervened himself into...
I intervened after your Lieutenant Dan?
I think he said you interpened.
Interpened, yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did interpene now that I think about it.
That's not a word, Robert.
I mean, I guess
it's kind of hard not to, if you understand what I'm saying.
Damn, Justin, you take some bunny juice in that?
Yeah, you know me.
Are you high as fuck?
God damn, this is like just fucking stealing jokes. This is like 1989 New York City comedy circuit.
Ain't nothing wrong with stealing shit, man. Knockoffs do it all the time. Third party does it.
Third party does it.
At least fucking wait till another show, another club or something. They'll just be doing it back to back. Jesus Christ.
That's true. I'm sorry. I'll quit stealing.
It's like the worst evening at the Improv ever. So, moving on to movie and show news. Apparently, you don't need Baysplosions to fuck shit up for a TF movie. So basically, the gist of what happened was they were in the process of redoing this street in Vallejo, California for the movie. And they ended up painting over part of like some like ratchet joint. And also, while they were at it, over part of some like historic like mural.
Oh my God.
That's pretty funny.
They're like, oh, we didn't know this is what you meant. So
at least they said they'll restore it, but it'll just never be the same. There's no way. Like even if you could like completely reproduce it, it'll never be the same.
So that shows you how much regard.
It don't matter. It's a Transform movie.
Yeah,
Hey, sacrifices had to be made, Matt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Breaking a few eggs.
Exactly.
Hey, Bobby, remember the old Wiki family motto? No sacrifice, no victory, right?
Hey, true story.
Hey, sometimes, sometimes you just gotta, move shit, paint over shit, break shit. Who cares?
Paint over shit. You know what I mean? That is pretty
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Hey, what are you gonna do? Those statues have been around long enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're taking other statues down. Why can't they take this stuff down? Come on,
they don't call them historic for nothing.
No, read a book.
Read a book.
Hey.
What was the last book you read, Matt?
My EPA
textbook. Yeah.
Whatever in college I'm doing. I don't know. Anyway, oh well.
So there's that. So anyway, moving on to some Transformers news. I guess there's some concept work for. We've been doing all this Bayverse bullshit concept work, so I figured out there's some G1 cartoon in there. It's just some concept art from Metroplex and Optimus Prime. Nothing too spectacular, but it does show a base mode for G1 Prime with a lot of guns that we didn't get in the cartoon. So that's a thing.
Oh, it's smokestacks kind of guns too, huh? I don't like that. I don't like Metroplex either.
It kind of makes sense now why those smokestacks in that Optimus Prime are not just like attached in a single position. You know?
No, I
really
don't
thought about that.
Justin.
Okay, Matt.
What do you mean?
Pick up your fucking Prime and move a smokestack, and you'll figure out what I mean real quick.
All right, hold on. Let me go get it.
That is a wide load on Metroplex.
Yeah, I'm glad Metroplex doesn't actually look like this.
Good grief.
So he needs a two-story garage or something, or?
Yeah, it kind of looks like you took like Metroplex and smashed them up with like one of those Hot Wheel like play sets, you know, like parking garage
Dude.
playset or
Yeah.
Dude he couldn't see anything from side to side. I mean, it looks like G2 Prime, basically.
As long as color changes when you get warm and cold water on it, and that's all I care about.
Metroplex, sponsored by Sesame Street and the letter H.
Yeah, this is rough.
Oh God.
That Prime's rough too. I don't like that Prime doing that.
What's with the flying suitcase with Prime? What is that? It's like wee. It's like, what is that? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so the next time you bitch about the G1 cartoon, think about what could have been.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah.
So I guess moving on to third-party news. TFCon exclusive Planet X Somnus Ghost version. It's just a clear Starscream, nothing major.
I think it's $90.
$90. It'll be available at the Chosen Prime's little anchor store at the TFCon mall.
Take over 35% of the floor, which looks good. But I'm definitely getting this.
You get sprayed with perfume when you walk by it. There's someone like spraying you. Samples like you're a Dillard.
How do I leave the dealer room? I can't figure it out.
Smell like a transformer now.
And there needs to be somebody at these conventions spraying people with fucking perfume.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, somebody make a joke so I can steal it and say it later.
I just
I'm roughing it right now.
Greg just did, man.
I just gave you one, Matt. Just save it for. I think there's other TFCon something in here.
I like this thing. It looks beautiful. I know I shit on it in my review, but I've played with it a lot more now. Giggity. And I still like it. I like it now better than I did. I mistransformed it, but this looks fucking beautiful. I can't wait to get this guy.
Nice. Anybody else interested in this thing?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
All for me.
Is this the only exclusive we've heard of for TFCon?
So far, yes.
I guess officially.
Oh, there's that MMC asterisk mode Rodimus or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That we've heard rumor of.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few that
so
I guess
nobody's interested in this at all. Dang. It's fucked up.
I wouldn't get in line at 4 a.m. for it. I'll tell you that much.
No, I'm not either. I hope to God that I don't have to wait in line for it. But you know.
Hey, Matt. Speaking of things I wouldn't wait in line for, Dr. Wu has a sword and a shield coming up for that last night Voyager Prime.
Ooh.
Yes.
When I went and put this in my own notes for editing the show later, I wanted to call it Dr. Woe because I had no clue they were still existing at this point.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There's actually 2 Dr. Wu notes, and while you guys talk about this, I'm going to move it around because I was having trouble on the desktop.
So my question is, for anybody that can possibly remember, didn't they already do this set for the last movie? Like with that Prime that came out? Yeah.
Possibility. I don't remember, but I'm sure they did.
Like, I feel like this is not anything new.
They come out with a new sword and shield for him every, movie, so. Or something, I don't know. Judgment, DW Mob, or MO8. Mob.
I certainly haven't used any of my hard drive, my mental hard drive, to keep track of any of this shit.
What? Why not, Bobby? Third-party hater.
I know. It was one of my contractual obligations from signing the Fans Toys agreement.
You have a Fans Toy agreement? Good job, man.
Haven't you heard, man? I found out via the internet, but
I just want to know why you hate Transformers, Bobby.
He does their art. He does their art.
Did you do the art for this?
Nope. Sure didn't. Nobody.
Hey, you know what? If you spray somebody with perfume, they smell better at TFCon. I misread that. I misused that, didn't I? Shit.
Hey, speaking of things Bobby did do the art for, we got some concept art for upcoming Dr. Wu, the last night Excalibur and Merlin staff, which makes no sense to me because there's no actual character toy that used this in the movie.
That's not what's important. That's not what's important. What's important is we can go ahead and make a little cheap piece of plastic and charge way too much for it. And, if we sell 3 or 4, then we probably made our money for it. Just saying.
$15 a piece.
They're like, listen, we just need one run of this. It makes 700 of them. You know, not even a run. Like it's like if it was a Gundam, it's like 50 of them on a screw, and they just cut it out and polish it up.
Hit it up. Let's go. Get it out. Yeah. Hey, congratulations to whoever gets this, man.
Yeah, I wish this was a Gundam.
You get all of them.
I would care about it a little bit more.
Gundam style.
All right. So speaking of things,
awesome things.
Fans Hobby SGC, whatever convention that is, exclusive The Red Dragon.
I get this.
Which is obviously an homage to Transmetal 2.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But it's got the RID weapons though. It's weird. I like that though.
I don't know what's going on with this thing. This thing's all over the place.
I just feel like it shoehorns the character into the mold too much. I understand why they decided to do it, but it doesn't look like the character to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy this. Perfect Effect is gonna fucking knock that shit out of the park if you're interested in the character.
I think you should shoehorn some horseshoes.
If now someone who remembers this series of Transformers better than me, is this the Megatron that always used to wear his wings as a cloak?
No,
that's a different one.
This is
that was Beast Machines.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the.
That's the Transmetal. The third was it the last one?
Prior version to that.
I got you. So it was like
was it the last one in Beast Wars?
I think so. Yes.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it was because he was the purple. He turned into the roller skate T-Rex, and then he changed into this, the last one. This is the last one he was in Beast Wars, and then the cloak one you're talking about is Beast Machines.
Okay, I couldn't remember which one was which.
It's confusing. I think this looks nice. I mean, the molds are. I mean, I like the mold. It's not the best one out of the three, but I don't know if I would spend. I'm sure this thing's going to cost like $130 or something like that. I just don't understand why he has the RID weapons from RID, Megatron, and Galvatron. It's kind of weird. All right, good talking. All right, moving on.
I guess we'll never truly know, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Oh, what nonsense news do we have next? Oh, shit. Yeah, that must be a fucking crazy town for Robert. Wei Jaing's got an original unnamed combining robot that's clearly based on Computron or inspired by it, but not really.
It kind of looks like it ate Rodimus or Hot Rod at the top part there.
I think they misunderstood when I said make an original design.
And this is my god.
Dad! Oh, that's funny as shit to me. Robert, that's Matthew impersonating your children.
I wouldn't take that shit if I were you.
I wouldn't either, man. This thing is ugly.
I think this looks cool.
Of course.
Well, yeah, because you did the fucking line art for it.
He secretly did he's done the box art for it. He's like, I love this thing. It's awesome.
Look at the line art. He put his fucking initials on it. Oh, yeah.
SF?
Sly face.
I'm not gonna get it, but I think it looks cool. I think
you did the artwork. You can't do a review over it.
Yeah, but I can still get it.
Okay, yeah, just good.
This is what happens when cable companies kill original thought.
What is on his leg? Why is it? Is that a big kneecap or something?
It's terrible. It's just terrible.
So I guess I'm curious here if anybody thinks that like parts of it are knocked off from other things, like the engineering for the combiner ports or something like that. Like I feel like I don't know if I have the confidence in their company that they could completely design something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, looks can be deceiving, of course.
Yeah.
But I get a vibe that it's small.
So
yeah,
small.
it doesn't look like it's a masterpiece size. Like maybe the whole bot might be the size of an MP.
I give him kudos for trying.
Kudos.
I guess kudos.
I mean, I was gonna say here at this note that I hope that it does well enough for them because it is an original design. I hope it doesn't hurt their company. But then they've saved so much time and money in engineering costs already that it probably doesn't matter if it does well or not. You know?
Yeah. I think it looks good though. I think it looks like an interesting thing. It's not anything that I'm interested in. Like it would be like if I was seeing a movie design of something, you know, like I'm detached from it, but I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah. This is like right up there with like those unrustable bastards and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
good for what it is, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Scattershot has a big peener?
Relax.
Matt, what is with you and the peener? You're pretty obsessed.
Small.
Do you and Belisa need to have a talk?
We need to talk all the time.
Matt,
This thing is ugly, man.
I saw on your Facebook that you went out to a late night crystals run. I'm just wondering if you stopped at a truck stop to get some peener, you know, before or after that run.
But I did have the.
I'm a little concerned about you, Matt.
Yeah, I'm okay. It'll be all right. Who's getting this, man? Anybody getting this?
No.
Robert,
shit, he's Wei Jaing's biggest fan.
There is another link underneath for more pictures. Did we look at these, or are they worth looking at? Well, these are all the bots. It's such a bizarre.
How bizarre though?
Approach. Oh, and I guess then they have the Megatron, also, and and maybe a Bruticus too. No. I'm sorry, that's something else.
Why does Megatron have teeth?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. This is weird. I think this is a strange move.
Ugh.
It doesn't look good. It just don't look good. It's like Defensor meets Computron, and he's thrown through a sausage maker or meat grinder or something.
Well, it's from their deformation era, if that helps.
I like the SF on the chest, Bobby. That was very subtle of you.
Yeah, relax.
Once again, you're behind.
I think all this stuff is defamation error.
Defamation.
So looking at the main bots, or the individual bots, does anyone like that scattershot, well, or not scattershot, or kind of scattershot, whatever we want to call it?
Not scattershot.
Yeah, but the wings, does that bother anyone? Like they look really, I don't know.
Looks like
and it looks like he's like it looks like it combines funky. Like he splits down the middle and forms up on the arms.
Right. He doesn't even look like he's the torso.
No, it looks like the car is the torso.
Oh yeah.
Who's the one on the far left? I don't like that with the smokestacks or whatever.
That looks like Fans Project Swoop.
Has he got like melting pots on his shoulders or something, or just?
Yeah, you like mix up a little drink in there because you're so depressed you bought it.
I can see Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore behind them just making a little pot.
Man, I am so fucking excited to see you guys next week. I just want to put that out there.
Boner excited, or?
I know it's a bummer though, Greg. I'm bummed out about that. But
well, if more people would have pre-ordered T-shirts, maybe I could have got a ticket too. You know what I'm saying? So don't hate me.
Don't cry for me, Bob and Tina.
Hate the list of 10 names I just sent you via PM that didn't pre-order shirts this year that got them last year.
But
I'm just gonna let her scream at the door.
I'm looking forward to kicking it.
I'm just gonna let her scream at the door. I swear to God.
Oh my God, you're going to jail.
All right, so let's Are we good with the Wei Jaing?
Are you good with the Wei Jaing? Are you getting this, Bob?
Let me say this real quick before we move on. Does this give more credence to that Omega Supreme being a completely original design as well?
No.
No.
You Mega Supreme?
Omega Supreme?
What are you talking about? Oh, no.
All right, Bobby. Am I good to take the show forward a little bit, or?
Yes, of course. I didn't get much feedback on that one, so I'll just let it go.
I said no. I'll say no too.
Okay.
All right. So we got a blurry teaser of something. X2 Toys Bruticus upgrade kit for Combiner Wars. Can't really see very much of it, but apparently, according to the comments on this post, this looks like Bruticus. So
Shout out to Jared, man. Shout out to Jared.
It's such a funny fandom.
What? Okay. I mean, fine, you know, but what, 2 years late now, or 3 almost?
Yeah.
You know?
But that's where third party should be, Matt. That's what the Hasbro elitists say. You know, third party should stick to doing upgrade kits for my trash toys. I mean, my awesome toys that are better than third party toys that in no way need upgrade kits, even though I think the upgrade kits are where they should be.
Well, sir, this is Bruticus.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, good luck with this one. I don't know. What the fuck? X2, come on now. I don't know. Where's your head at? Where you at in the game, man? Where you at? All right.
Well, I'll tell you where they are in the game. Moving on to the next note. Now, 2 things here. First of all, this is the Hot Soldiers. G1 style. I guess Legend Scale Bumblebee that looks special.
Getting my belly.
I got a question about these guys. So these guys bear that same logo, that G1 style little logo in the box as Gigapower and whatever Quack Blazer or whatever. What was it called?
Crack Blazer.
What was the other Shockwave? Quake Blast, and then there was
Quake Wave.
Okay, so Quake Blast. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. So they all have that same, like, they have the same little logos and stuff, like, on their boxes.
Yeah.
So does that mean that Bobby did the artwork for this too?
Yeah, I think so. Bobby's not known for his subtlety. I stole a joke.
Yeah.
How many Bumblebees you gonna do, Bobby?
Yeah, I guess they were like, let's get a real Bumblebee vet in, right, guys?
Nudge, 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 nudge.
Hey, I just want to say, I think this fucking robot looks stupid as fuck.
Serious?
The car looks good, though.
The car looks good. You think this looks good, Robert D? I mean, I know you like Legends. I know you're partial to them, but do you think, in your heart of hearts, do you think this looks good? Like, do you think that his stomach looks good?
You know what? It's the best thing I've seen so far.
What about the way that his wheels make his whole foot look off centered?
Well, this is the problem with this Hot Soldiers line. They don't do fucking ankle articulation, and that sucks. Because for Legends figures, they look decent, but this Bumblebee don't have it, and
Soundwave don't have it.
And Ironhide don't have it. None of them have sideways tilt, or as Bobby calls it, rocker.
Well, that's why they're $20 too, though, or $15 though, ain't it?
What? Come on,
Robert. You notice how Bobby does like 3 pieces of box art and he starts fat shaming a motherfucker?
I know, man.
No, I just like, you know, it's something about proportions in robots. Like it's like this is worse than the, you know, far worse than the Masterpiece Ironhide issue that I had. But this is like, this looks like the fucking Impossible Toys one to me.
He's so teeny.
You know,
I've heard people say that.
I agree with you on that one, Bobby. And if I was to give them a recommendation, I feel like the reason it looks so bad is because they elongated the rear end of the car, which is, you know, supposed to be, it looks like it's trying to be a cross between the actual Volkswagen Beetle on the back half and then like one of those like penny racer Volkswagen Beetles on the front half of the car. If I was them, what I would have done is I would have put the head on like a sliding joint so you could slide it back and then rotate it under and slide it forward so you didn't have to have that panel on the front. You know, and then you'd still have room for the hands. Like, I don't know. It's,
Right.
It's just not well executed, and it elongates the body awkwardly.
Dude just engineered your ass.
I know. Someone send me some shit. I'll tell you how to fix it.
At a price.
I honestly never added this company to the show notes before because I always thought, like, looking at what they put out and like their price point, I just thought they were a KO company of some sort. KO and some Legends I didn't give a shit about.
Judge much?
Yeah, I know. And you're super into them, so I just assumed it was for
See, I honestly think, and Justin L on the Spoogie TKO podcast, he brought it up. He thought he confused them with Mech Planet.
So did I. I did too.
I think they are. I think they are. I think they're the same. I think they have their own original line, and they KO, and they're just like, they look the same. I mean, the boxes look the same. I think it's the same. I mean, Bobby did the box art for both. And then look at Mech Planet. You see that shit? And it's Mech Fans Toys. You know, I think they are the same company, and that kind of bothers me.
No, really, who the fuck is Mech Planet? I'm lost.
Fans Toys is the KO company. They knock off Iron Factory and DX9, and it looks the.
Oh, okay.
Which one do you think Wei Jaing owns?
All of them. Burn.
I don't know.
You
stumped me on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing jokes.
Oh.
Yeah, I agree with Bobby Shameface, and T2R fits in. This looks terrible in robot mode, but in alt mode, I kind of like it, except for those obvious hinges being hinges. But like, as far as the general aesthetics of the car, this is what I'd want. This is what I want my Bumblebee to look like.
I mean, the only thing that really they got going for them is the price. I mean, they're like $15. This Bumblebee's probably going to be maybe $10, maybe $8. I mean, you know, it's like buying a
that's true. That's fair. But you know what? It goes back to that same discussion we used to have about Hasbro products. Like, you know, do you spend a shitty 10? Is it worth?
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
If they had ankle rockers and tilt and shit, it would really
fucking dumb.
They don't have a waist swivel either. I think Soundwave didn't have a waist swivel, does he?
Well, arguably, this guy doesn't really have a waist, so.
That's true. I feel for him. I know what he's going through.
This is the collector model.
What's crazy? What's crazy is
too.
He looks like a fat man wearing skinny jeans.
So what I'm gonna look like is.
This is the dude that has to lay on the bed to tie his shoes. I think we can all relate, right? Right, Matt?
I do that sometimes.
Right, me?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
As I'm eating a rack of ribs, I cry to myself on the bed.
Oh, I know. While you're tying your shoes.
Yeah, like, honey, come tie my shoes.
Oh, man. Speaking of shit that doesn't look like fucking absolute garbage, we got a lot of final images lately, but Prime 1 Studios Beast Wars Megatron final images, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I've never been tempted to buy a statue until I saw this thing. Am I right, Bobby?
Hey,
that is true.
I showed this to Kit, and I was like, look at this. I can't, but I want it. And she was like, I was like, it's a statue. And she's like, oh yeah, this gets expensive. And I was like, yeah, it's
son.
While you were talking,
2 feet tall.
No, I was like, behind you over the head with a frying pan while you were talking.
No. I was just trying to think of exactly how it went down. And I was like, yeah, this thing's like 2 feet tall. And she's like, how much is it? I was like, like $1,200. She's like, that's not really that bad of a price for one of these statues that tall. And I was like, can I get it? And then
all right.
That's when I got hit with a frying pan. And it wasn't from behind.
Here are your fucking eggs.
I still can't find my debit card.
Yeah, I saw this thing. I saw these pictures when it popped up in a BBTS like pre-order thing, and like I kind of misread it wrong, and I was like, holy crap, they're making the MP Beast Wars Megatron. Like I'm like, that looks awesome. And I'm like, oh no, it's that statue. I'm like, never mind. Totally would have bought it.
I think that this is like it's one of those things. Like if I was a Matthew Baldwin fan of Starscream, fan of this, like I probably would feel like I had no choice.
You mean a man of taste?
Right. But I just, I don't give a shit. But I think it looks fucking amazing. I think like the texturing on the skin of the T-Rex, there's so much good here.
The coloring on the teeth, that tongue. There's just so much. There's a lot of love put into this product.
Oh yeah, the stand itself, Dinobot, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Oh well.
Better sure saving my $80 every 2 weeks, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Soundwave, fuck.
And speaking of things that look fucking. Oh, what? Huh? Where?
What? Huh?
Bobby, they got it on layaway.
Man, I'm not putting shit on my card right now. I can tell you that.
Oh, can I use your credit?
Can I use your credit? Come on. Come on.
All right, sorry, Greg.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't even know. Like, is this a statue at this point? This is like a Build-A-Figure. Imaginarium Art Soundwave Statue. Final production images. But like, I'm scrolling through it. I didn't really look at it today when I did the notes. But like, this whole thing has alternate parts for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is more like a fucking Lego set. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. Even though Frenzy is missing. But,
Nah.
At least I got Rumble's name right.
That's true. Rumble is blue. It looks great. I mean, I don't...
This one is... Oh, God, this looks good.
Ravage looks kind of stumpy.
Ravage looks a little stumpy.
What?
There is a... and I'll tell you, there's another one out there. There's like another Soundwave with tapes statue out there that I think I prefer over this. But I love like the battle damage, like the weathering and stuff on this one. Like Soundwave's been through the fucking ringer. You know, I dig that a lot.
Yeah. Lucky he was in the ringer. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like the Soundwave that got put in his place on Astro Train after the movie.
Yeah, and he was put on the ringer too.
Yeah.
I wonder how much these things are. Can you say how much these are?
50.
A gazillion fucking dollars, as far as I'm concerned. Way too much for me to even consider buying at this point in my life.
They're 2 frying pans to the head. That's how much they cost.
How big are these? I could see these being maybe a couple $100. Maybe not that much.
Yeah, this is a frying pan to the head and a bump on the ass when you get thrown at the fucking door.
Oh.
Soundwave is $1,000.
Yeah.
Are you fucking shitting me?
That's not bad.
Damn.
Belisa!
Man, look, yeah. Ravage look a little stumpy. He does look stumpy. But
yeah, he's just his arms are a little short and he's a little wide.
Yeah. He's been eating some of that, what Bumblebee's been eating. No? Okay. Don't steal that one. Don't steal that one.
Don't steal that one. Oh, God, that's good. What are all the parts?
All right. Are we done? I think we're done.
All right, have a good night, folks.
All right, good night, folks.
Yeah, I guess we
got some questions. We got some people that sent in some stuff from different stuff. Something.
That was very specific.
We got some dick pic news.
Oh.
Bobby, you want to lead us into this one?
Yeah, sure.
Well, do we want to do the questions, or do we want to do a little, like, short TFCon?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's forget
Can
about
I
that.
get the dick pic news?
The dick pic news.
All right, that was actually kind of funny, and I don't know why, and I'm embarrassed for myself.
That is small.
So go ahead, Justin. You want to
So,
it up?
yeah, sure, I guess so. So I was thinking that we are right before TFCon, and who knows how the episode will shake out next week. But figured we might as well discuss what we think we might see from this TFCon in the third-party panel, and hope to see, I guess. And then if you had anything specifically that you were looking to pick up this week at TFCon.
You know, everybody's been saying, like, you know, I think they're saving the reveals for DC. I don't think.
No,
I think the days
so.
of big reveals are over. I've been saying it. You know, I don't know if we're gonna get a whole lot in the way of reveals. Like the big reveal from Canada was the KFC Stunticons. Would everyone agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. I don't know if maybe we'll see more of the DX9 Stunticons. Like I can see that being a thing.
I don't see why they would save it for DC though. You know, Toronto is their, is TFCon usually, and it's been TFCon for.
Yeah, but I wonder what the turnout is though.
I don't think that we won't see anything new, but I do think that like we're not going to see a whole bunch that we already didn't expect.
Right.
From history, honestly, like watching the TFCon panels in US since they've come here, like none of them have really revealed anything that I think was like groundbreaking that we hadn't heard of before.
Yeah,
if I recall correct.
I think one year was just a repeat of everything.
Well, last year at the America one, it had the Fans Toys Omega Supreme that made a lot of noise.
Okay.
But the year before that was nothing.
It was trash. Yeah.
Speaking of Fans Toys Omega Supreme making a lot of noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, that'll do it.
I'm hoping that we see a Skylynx. I really would like to see a Skylynx. I know we're not going to probably see it, but I would like to.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think like Bobby said, the big reveals. I don't think we're going to see that. I mean, I think they're hiding and they're holding on to stuff. They don't want to reveal something too soon.
Yeah.
Unless it's fixed and come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly think that, like you said, that the time of big reveals is done. I'm sure we'll see something new, but I really don't. I can't see what. I think Skylynx would be pretty cool. I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah, my dream at this point is to see what Zeta has next. Like, that's the company that has me most interested at the moment.
That'll be interesting to see. Do you think we'll hear some news about Make Toys and their Galaxy Meteor stuff?
Oh, I'm like I said, my guess is that the Galaxy Meteor will be for sale there.
I think so too.
I hope so. You think we'll see anything from Takara?
Maybe, Matt. Maybe. At
Fingers crossed.
Probably at the booths, you'll see like Takara stuff for sale.
The booths.
Way too big for the booths. Robert, you're gonna keep messing around. You're gonna get mad fucked up in a week.
Let's go, man. You know what, Bobby B. Come on now,
Matt.
If I can catch you, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the problem. I can't catch you probably.
Hey, Matt, are you gonna hang out at the DMH table with me and ask people if they watch reviews?
Oh, exactly. Oh, please.
It's the best.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm debating on whether or not to rock the outfit the whole time.
Why? You gonna get hot in there or something, or?
It sucks, because it sucks.
Yeah, you can't see shit, can you?
Yeah, you can't see shit. You can't fucking breathe well. It's like, it sucks, Like,
well, the great thing about having a mask and an outfit is it doesn't have to be you the whole time.
But I'm like, man, maybe people fucking like.
Let me get that.
A lot of times,
see if anybody takes me.
A lot of times people will come and not even realize that's my booth. You know what I mean? And like, they won't even stop, and they'll be like, "Where were you? I was at TFCon. I didn't see you the whole time." And like, so like, and I keep looking at all this debt, and then I keep looking at that mask, and I'm like, man, fuck that discomfort. I'm gonna go ahead and
Hey, Robert, I should put the mask on and see if anybody mistakes me for Bobby.
It's gonna be like, I'll take shifts. It'll be like, Bobby's got like a womanly body. What the fuck? And like, damn, Matt is really. Bobby is really short. Whoa!
Yeah.
Like, we just keep switching them out. It's that big fucking galoop. I know Bobby was like 6'4", 400.
Is anybody planning on getting anything?
I'm getting me a skull mask.
I'm getting the Starscream. I know that.
I would like.
There, I'll get him too.
I would like to find. Well, so I don't know about anybody else, but third party has been hitting me real hard lately.
Yeah,
like it's like one thing after another. Like, oh gosh, come on guys, you got to space this out a little bit better. Like I'm out of money here. But usually I like to go to TFCon and find just one thing that I'm into.
Right.
And I think this time I would like to find that one of those TFC Road Caesar guys, because I feel like that's the perfect place to pick one up.
Yes. Oh yes, took the wind out of Bobby's sails. He was gonna say that.
I'm gonna keep an eye out on those monster bots.
Yeah, those were kind of on my radar too, but I don't know. I still go back and forth whether I like them or not.
I do too.
Oh,
but I just,
yeah,
I'm just starting to think that we may not see another set.
Yeah, I agree.
Of
I
course.
think they're worth it. I got all three of them, and they look great together.
I might be able to help you out with the first two, depending on how my new setup goes, because I might have to trim some fat.
They are chunky.
You're getting rid of me?
Yes.
All right. Well, hit me up next Saturday. But yeah,
else I can get.
There's nothing else I'm really interested in this out. I guess we'll see if any of the companies show up and have shit there that's like, you know, a couple weeks away from distribution. Like, I just got hit up for that fucking MMC Megatron. I think I'm selling all that shit. I've just fucking had it. Like, even if like it's not the Megatron. Like, the Megatron I think looks great. It's just that I don't think that collection is ever going to be completed. So I'm just gonna hold. I think I'm just gonna hold on to the DJD, keep Tailgate and Swerve, and get rid of the rest.
Yeah, there was 100 people. There was 100 robots in the Lost Light. Not to mention like the all the new recruits, and not to mention all the shit from the other comics. So that's why I bowed out like 2 years ago. I was like, I can't fucking do this.
And truthfully, man, like, I don't need like the 100 bots in the Lost Light, but like even if they had like the 30 like main characters, I don't think they're gonna even fucking finish that.
Yeah, but I mean,
what's that, like 3 molds?
Like,
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm sorry. Oh boy, couldn't help myself.
Yeah, but I mean, you're gonna read a comic and you're like, man, I really need a like.
Yeah.
Because that happened to me. You're gonna read one and be like, oh, I never thought I needed a wrench pipe. I can't think of a fucking random ass Transformer name.
Well, that's how I feel about Swerve. Like, I'm tempted to get rid of Swerve. I'm tempted to get rid of the fucking Bag Cube one and just keep the fucking More Than Meets the Eye one. Be like, man, this is the Swerve that I love.
It's a better toy.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what MMC has besides the fucking Cialis, mold. I'm interested to see what they have at the show. I know that they gotta have the birds will be there because they're already shipping from China. I should be getting mine this week.
China.
But did I say it like
China?
Trump?
China.
China.
Hey, you gonna send those my way, Robert?
Yeah,
my man.
Are you gonna send them my way too? No.
Sure.
All right. Good thing.
You gonna send them my way?
You'll
You won't get them back from me.
You might not get them back from me.
I will at a price.
Do you think Fans Toys will reveal anything?
No. I think that Fans Toys is in catch-up mode, personally.
Yeah, I think they've revealed enough things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not cutting the mustard.
What I could see would be more like finished pictures of things that we've seen.
What if they have Hexatron there or Springer?
What if they had fucking Blitzwing? That's what I really want.
Yeah, that shit's supposed to be out. What the fuck? BBTS said September.
Yeah, I'm sure am fucking glad I didn't fucking tell Kid I want a Trailbreaker for my birthday back in May. Because I'd still be waiting on my fucking birthday present.
One Terrageous. I found something. It's a Terrageous.
We haven't heard a lot.
It's wonderful.
Oh my god, we haven't heard a lot from Takara, recently.
Yeah, I want to see some masterpieces. Come on, man.
I feel like what's the next convention over that way, over yonder?
Is it Singapore? Is there a Singapore one coming up? Like, where's that fucking Fans Hobby one hitting?
Yeah, the SGC does Takara drop shit there?
I don't know. I can't keep track of that shit.
They might be waiting on
I mean,
see what North Korea is about to do.
I think the next MP is what, Dinobot or Sunstreaker? One of those.
It's Sunstreaker and then Dinobot, right? But I mean,
they're about to drop something. They got something big. They gotta have something.
I gotta sell all my third party.
What would you want to see next from Takara? That's another interesting question.
Does it matter?
Cliff Jumper.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
Beast Wars Megatron.
Cliff Jumper.
Oh, Cliff Jumper, yeah. Or I wish they had Jazz or Hound.
Or Cosmos, or
so I can sell all my shit.
Or a Pikes,
stuff.
Maybe
a Huffer.
A Fusor.
Maybe an Omega Supreme. Maybe any of the other shit I just bought.
Oh, I bet it's Armada Starscream this time instead of Galaxy.
MP Slag.
I wouldn't mind seeing
MP
I would. You know what would really fucking make me come in my pants, so to speak?
Misfire.
Astro Train.
You can't really.
I was
just
really
about to
say
speak
Astro
something
Train
that
too.
directly. By the way, well, that's rumored to be.
That would fucking knock my socks.
Well, you would see the fucking boards just light up with shit. Like, oh my god, you want my fucking DX9?
I'd be like, I gave mine to the Goodwill because nobody else will buy it.
Yeah,
sure. I sold mine, thank God.
Oh wait, what's that from? they'll whisper, "Do you want to buy my DX9?" And we'll reply, "No." What is that from? I can't.
It's from The Watchmen.
That's right.
It's tumbleweeds.
The people will yell, "Do you want to buy my DX9?" And I'll look down and whisper, "No."
Bobby the Devil from Tim Curry's Devil.
Sit or stand.
Every time I say that, I'm like, God damn it, that's funny.
Dude, that's my favorite thing. I used to say to my kids all the time.
I didn't know he was. What does he have? Is he sick with
Is he?
Well, he's in a wheelchair now.
Yikes.
Tim Curry?
Oh my God.
Oh, Tim Curry. Oh, ew.
Greg.
I saw him. He was doing an interview with and he was doing something, or not an interview, but he was doing a panel or something. He was in a wheelchair, I think.
Yeah,
I didn't realize you said Tim Curry.
He had a stroke.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
You could have just been sitting down, Matt.
Yeah, he was talking about it. He was talking about it and all that stuff when coming out.
He's like, back in my day, that movie was good.
Yeah. No, he was talking about they had a series, I think, a TV series from it or something like that. He was talking how shitty it was. Like he turned into like a spider or some shit.
Yeah, that's the movie. That's the 80s
Yeah, that's the one that he was in.
I know that, but I'm saying I thought he was saying something about there was also a TV series.
Well, it was when it came out. It was a miniseries of sorts.
And
sorry.
Does anybody, Robert, were you planning on getting anything?
When you started over 5, 4, 3?
I like I said, I want to see what's.
Yeah, no, I know that, but are you planning on buying anything? Is there anything that you're like, man, I want to buy? I want to get
Legends class? Anything Legends?
I mean, like I said, if anything surprisingly new comes out, something interesting, I'll buy it. But I'm not going there on a hunt.
Fans Project Snarl.
I plan on seeing if anybody has some really shitty, like Star Wars collectibles.
Probably get some new shit.
I actually was tempted because there was like a bin full. Remember that, Bobby? You were selling everything in a bin. Bobby at his table usually has like a bin full of loose stuff, and you don't want to let go of it too. One guy was like, "How much for this?" And you're like, "What do you want to pay?" And he was like, "How about $2?" And you're like, "I was thinking more like $5." Guy threw it right back in the bin.
But you gotta fucking hold on to your nuts a little bit, man. Like. Some of those motherfuckers, I swear, like if I didn't know any better, I would think people that went to NJCC were the brokest motherfuckers on the planet.
Oh yeah.
Like they'll come up and be like, "How much is this?" And I'll be like, $10. They'll be like, $7, and I'll be like, "Look, man, it's going for like $40. I'm just trying to get $10." And they're like, "All right," and they'll put it back in.
All right, $7.50.
And then they'll walk over to fucking Hung and buy $150 fucking X-Trans bots. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, whatever, dude. Like it's worth it just to take it home. I'll give it to my kids for free. Like I'm
Sounds
good.
like a Legends thing or something.
So what Bobby's trying to say is you got 1 week left to buy a ROC rock pack.
Oh,
these guys need the money. So
speaking of that, ROC,
so they can buy some Bobby toys.
ROC is doing a toy drive. And they're giving the toys to they're donating them to like different things for Houston and Florida from the hurricane folks. So make sure you check that out.
Time to go pack up this chigger.
They don't want. They want them to be.
Yeah, those kids are.
What if they
kids
sent
have
it
cried
back?
enough.
Bobby, you should pack up your chigger.
I put some tape on the box. It's pretty much
I was just stealing a joke.
Just stealing a joke.
But yeah, so check that shit out.
That's very nice of them.
I agree. All right, Matt, did you want to buy? Are you buying more G1 stuff, or what are you doing?
If I see some Pretender stuff, if I don't have, I may get something. Like I said, I'm gonna get that clear Starscream, and if they have that Galaxy 4 Starscream there, I'll get that too.
Right.
Other than that, I think about getting those DX9 Legends Galaxy 4 DX9 Dinobots. I may pick those up too.
Do it.
They look pretty good as a set.
They are.
We got a couple questions. Let me get this MP collector one out. So my man was giving a shout out to the Open Table Network. I think he's talking about the Cool Table Network.
No, I read that.
I think he was admonishing us.
So I'm just going to go ahead and autocorrect that. He said, I might be off by a few weeks, but I believe the Cool Table Network may have had its first birthday this month. For this week's question, I would love to hear you guys reflect on the growth of the Cool Table these last 12 months. Bringing together as many podcasts as you have cannot have been easy. What has worked well and what hasn't gone according to plan? Overall, are you pleased with where the Cool Table is today? What would you have done differently? Finally, what direction do you see the Cool Table going and moving forward? It's a good question.
What's the Cool Table?
Yeah. You're on like 3 shows on it, Matt. So
I don't get that Bobby status.
Membership is limited because Bobby's out of tiles.
He said, "No more shows, no more towels."
No,
Mr. Crack Tile Face.
Does anybody have anything they'd like to offer on this?
I love the way where it's gone. I mean, I think it's grown, and I think a lot of people have been, active and in all the shows and stuff and trying to get it out and everything. I think it's a good thing. I think it's done a lot of good things so far. I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think like it's interesting. I love when I see. I've said this before, but like every now and then, like we'll get like a so and so has subscribed. Like I'll get an email that says so and so has subscribed to Shattercast, and then so and so has subscribed to Nerd Rage, and I'll click on their profile, and then I'll just see on their profile they subscribe to Realm of Collectors, they subscribe to the Deluxe Baldwin Reviews, they subscribe to T2RX6, they subscribe to Toy Detox, like just down the list. So like. That's when you can see it kind of working. I love there's like intercommunication between the shows. Like we'll talk about something and then Realm of Collectors will talk about it, or Toy Detox will talk about something and Nerd Rage will talk about it, or whatever. Like I like that as well. I think for the most part they're mostly logical choices of people that kind of are in the same pocket. I'm pleased.
TKO.
I'm pleased. Well, like I talked to them. So I talked to both Justins, and when they get up on their feet after they get running a bit, like we can talk about that when we get there. That is something that like is challenging because like I think they're starting to find their groove, and it happens. It happened with us. It happened with Realm of Collectors. It happens with every fucking show. Like you start off and you don't really know what you want to do, and then the show kind of takes on a life of its own. They've been doing a lot of interesting stuff with guests. They had a dude on this week that was talking about his custom work. Like that was pretty interesting. And I don't know. So one of the challenges that the Cool Table faces is that there's so many people involved that when it comes to making a decision, it gets tricky when it involves the Cool Table. Whether it's adding a show or whatever, like we still have tried to think of, parameters for what to look for to add a new show. And it's just, it's tricky. There's a lot of people. And
is it tricky to rock around?
Dust has to like it.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's also like, we have a hard enough time just getting on a Skype call, all of us, just to catch up. We did it once, and we were supposed to do it every month. And I'm just being honest. When they asked the question, like, what hasn't gone according to plan, like one of the things we were going to try to do was meet together and talk. It is challenging to get everyone motivated to get something done. Like I couldn't do it if I want to do it. I could be like, look, we're going to do this Friday, and I could take charge of it and say it's this Friday. And like, if only 3 people can meet it, well, I guess it's fucking going to be 3 people then. And those 3 people are going to decide the fate of this particular set of questions or circumstances regarding the Cool Table. Next Friday, we're going to do the same thing. If it's 6 people that can meet that time, then it'll be 6 people that make that decision. But I just don't have the time, energy, and effort to kind of put in towards it. So, like one of the things that I find challenging about the Cool Table is still striving for more. Like I think it's coasting, and it's coasting along well, and the coast is on an upward incline. But I think we could really drive it up if we all put the drive behind it. But it's hard. And it's a lot of different moving pieces that are a part of it. So,
yeah, he just called everybody a bunch of slackers.
He's talking to you, Brave.
No, I mean, shit. I'm doing the same thing with trying to get 8 weeks going again. Like it's
He's talking to you, Brave.
Yeah. It's hard, man. It's hard. Like, and
I really talking about you, Brave. Really, no.
No, I got Brave knows he's cool with me. What would we have done differently in regard to that? I don't think anything except maybe set some rules straight away. In terms of like adding shows and stuff. Because like the thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to detract from it. So like we don't like if any Tom, Dick, and Harry were to just hit us up and be like, hey man, we want to be part of the cool table, and just say, okay, good, you're in. And then they do 3 shows and then they go away. And then now we've kind of diluted our name by adding a show that was never going to stick around for the long haul anyway. Or if it's people that we don't really know, and then it could be on their 50th show. They say something that like is just fucking not okay, but they now represent us.
And the thing with that is also like to really monitor any of that stuff. Like at least somebody has to listen to, every show that's on the network. And I don't know if anybody has the time to check out everything.
I can't even do it.
Yeah.
And I listen to Toy Detox, Realm of Collectors, Plastic Fanatics. Plastic Fanatics, I do have one rule because sometimes I do like a 6-hour show. My rule is I will work through it through the week, but if a new episode publishes, the old episode gets deleted. And I listen to Beer and Bolters, and I listen to Shadowcast and Nerve Rage.
And TKO. You listen to TKO.
And I listen to TKO, but TKO is not part of the cool table. They're just like they're affiliated with us, because we're all friends with those guys. But we need to see how their show progresses. And I told them, I was like, you guys need to stand on your own and make the show what it's going to be, and then we'll assess it. And it's not like they were even like, hey man, can we be a part? It wasn't even like that. They were just like talking, and I brought it up. And I mean in TKO, like when we get to that bridge, we'll have to cross it. But listening to TKO is just their first episode. It was like mainly a Transformers news show, and now like they've been having guests on every week, and like with interesting people in the community, and finding out about them and what makes them tick and how they got into it. And like that shit's fucking cool. Like that's a cool idea, and it's something different. So, it's definitely something that's possible. And I mean, what's the information creep? Like information creep is affiliated. Like information creep could get in the cool table anytime it wanted to, but like it's like affiliated.
I'll feel you.
Because one of the rules we have is that if any of us start another show, like from any show, then it's automatically grandfathered in.
Ooh, Robert, me and you, buddy.
Foodcast.
But I'm proud of it. Like, and I stand behind it, and I think it means something. And I like seeing comments like from people that are like, loving the cool table. Like
seeing comments or obscene comments.
Seeing.
I know. I heard you.
But we get some obscene ones as well. But it all seems to be it's like it's attracting the right type of folks. The folks that get it. Like when we started Shattercast, like we got a lot of like backlash from being, foul-mouthed and boisterous, and like we got backlash from that because it wasn't the fucking climate at the time.
Well, that was just Eddie.
And now, with all the different shows in the cool table, kind of, being cut from a similar cloth, like it's attracted a different type of fan to it, and that shit's cool.
Exactly.
It's funny though. You mentioned one thing you touched on was how you never know, like you don't know someone and then they're in, and even if they had 50 shows and then they say something really offensive, really horrendous, and then it affects everyone. You saw that recently, remember? There's a certain podcast where somebody I don't even know what the details were, but either someone commented about something he said, and then there was this huge backlash of correctness.
I'm not gonna mention any names with
right.
that, but like there was a show, and on the show an opinion was given, which was, you know, like the backlash from the opinion got mixed up with comments in the comments section, and it turned out kind of painting the show in a worse light than what was actually said. But
and it spread through social media, and then people got upset, and then the left groups.
That's one of those risks. That's one of those risks where if somebody hit us up, was like, hey man, we want to be part of the cool table, and we just said sure, no problem, and then the very next week they're like, you know, those, and I'm not comparing this to what was said on the other podcast. It totally different. I'm just giving an example, but like, you know, those guys down in Virginia, they got a real bad rap during that whole driving a car through a group of people thing. Then like that horrible comment reflects the cool table, and like we're fortunate that the people that make up the cool table would never fucking say anything like that, but you don't know these people, like all of them. So if it's a group of people that are like strangers, and you're like, you can't just let them in with open arms because you don't know their pedigree.
Dun, 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 dun.
But I think, wait, what are you doing? But I think that like stuff like
what are you doing?
Like at
doing the open arms, Jesus.
You know, meeting people at TFCon, and like then you kind of can get a better read on folks. But you know, you just never know.
Size them up, huh?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? You know, Jesus.
I was thinking where the cool table's going. Anybody, you know, happy to be here?
I love it. I mean, I got that shit fucking mounted on my fucking table in the basement. You know, like I have it in every video. Like I'm part. I consider myself part of it. I'm proud to be part of it. I think it means something. I think it has changed the face of the Transformers fandom. I really do.
Did you drop a bowling ball on that table and roll it around?
I found out what caused it.
What?
Glue on the tiles to the wood, and the wood contracting and you know, minor and you know, it's just a smidge or whatever from, you know, humidity or heat and cold or whatever cracked the tile. Somebody left that in my comments. I was like, dude, thanks for that, because I was driving me nuts. I thought a ghost was in the basement.
Thanks, Triple R.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Comes to the rescue again.
And most of the people on the cool table were all real life friends, like, which is also cool. Like, Skullfest is made up of a large majority of cool table people. You know, like, I don't know. I think it's awesome.
Hey, Greg, what do you think of the cool table?
It's fine.
Okay.
There you have
it. All right, T2RXS, what do you think of the cool table?
I love the cool table.
Okay, good.
Best network I've been part of.
Pulls out a Glock. Jesus.
What do you think, Matt?
It's okay.
You're fishing.
Am I fishing? Am I fishing for shrimp, or am I fishing for catfish?
Well, you wouldn't fish for shrimp. So
Matt does. Little teeny hooks.
I do, little teeny hooks. Little teeny hooks.
Ask me what I think.
Oh, you catfish for shrimp. That's what you do.
What do you think, Robert?
On Grinder.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, like and I also think that every show is very different. Like, every show has its own vibe and its own kind of topics. Well, of the ones that I listen to, like I don't listen to all the shows on there, but the ones that I do listen to, I think that they all have their own vibe, you know, and I don't know, it's good. It's a diverse, it's a kind of like-minded group of people with a diverse number of topics, and it covers everything from politics to fucking toys to knockoffs to comics to movies to TV shows to, I mean, it's really like a one-stop shop, I think.
And I like what really I really like a lot is the different personalities. I mean, I know we're all here to collect, stuff and everything, but just the different personalities on this show, RLC, Nerd Rage and all that stuff. It's just the different personalities, and I like that we can all have different opinions, but we still stay. We're mostly, all of us are mainly friends on the cool network table. So I like that. It's awesome.
Cool network table.
Cool table network. Who cares? Anyways, I just like the diversity of all of our everybody, and I just like that. It's cool.
Hey, Bobby, is Hung gonna make like a throne out of Tempest and those blue blaster boxes?
I hope so. Let me say this too for one more challenge for the Cool Table is, like, I would love to do like a Cool Table shirt or a Cool Table sweatshirt or something like that. But the problem with that is, how do you work the money out? And
if we have Bobby on the front.
Well, I mean, you could basically, all the money, whoever sells doesn't matter. Whoever sells goes into a pool, and then it goes towards boosting on social media.
That's fair. But then also, like, that's fair. That's actually not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
Thank you.
Is Skullface going to be on the front or the back?
But the other thing is like, if it wasn't something like that, here's another thing, like, if we all were to vote on something, like if a new show was going to be brought into the fold, the Realm of Collectors has like 8 guys that are part of that show. Plastic Fanatics has like 6 guys that are part of that show. Shattercast has 6 guys. Beer and Bolters is 2 guys. So, like, if they feel strongly about something, they'll always get beat out by any of the other shows, or
each show should get 1 vote.
See, that's another good way to approach it. But all those things are all things that need to be worked out. Or should it count like the Electoral College?
The Electoral College.
Yeah,
Jesus
like
Christ.
I'm being serious though. Like, should Realm of Collectors carry 2 votes? Should Shattered Cast carry 2 votes? Should Nerd Rage carry 1? Toy Detox carry 1?
It's complicating things. Each show gets a fucking vote. There's no reason to go that far. It complicates it too much, because if a show loses hosts and then gains hosts, do you get more votes? Do you have to have legislative events?
Right.
Vote a show.
There's also only 5 of us on this show.
Ooh.
That's true.
Anyone can
So
represent
Bobby,
vote for any given meeting.
Bobby should not be the one used to tally the votes, because the counting is just not right.
You can have proxies for your vote. Like, okay, ROC isn't going to make it, but I give my proxy to Bobby.
I get a first round. I'm going to get a first round draft pick by giving up my vote. Take a second.
Like I don't know. There are, with the amount of people that are involved, it does create
and
issues.
You only need like a quorum to actually have a vote. You can decide what the quorum number is. So if there's 10 votes and
what's a quorum?
It's the minimum number of people you need to cast a vote.
Okay.
And I guess if money was if
money didn't matter.
No. But like if money did matter, if we were like, we're all. I think there's probably a fair amount of people that would. Most of the people that buy a Cool Table piece of merchandise probably listen to multiple shows on the Cool Table network. So who do they buy from?
Doesn't matter.
Money
right. It doesn't matter if all of the money cycles back into the Cool Table to boost social media for the Cool Table. I agree with you.
All the money needs to just go towards the Cool Table network. It funnels back into the network, and the network's to benefit everybody.
That's fair. I actually like that.
That's the whole purpose of it,
Yeah, no, that's legit. That's legit.
Too legit.
We should do Cool Table Network perfume and spray it at people at TFCon.
Be like, this is
deodorant.
Generation Toy. This is Wei Jaing.
Cool Table deodorant.
Yeah, but it should smell like ass.
And Mountain Dew.
Like, this is armpit. This is ass.
I feel like that's not part of the Cool Table.
Mountain Dew and Doritos with a sprinkle of beef jerky.
So let's see other questions here. We got a couple email questions this week.
Fuck yeah, we did. Thank you.
That's how you get in online. And get in at the beginning of the line. Send Bobby an email. Oh.
No, it's not. It wasn't sent to me. So he said, hello again, Shattercast. Thank you for reading my question in last week's podcast. I will try not to write you guys a novel this time around. Oh, wait, we did this.
Wasn't deleted, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
We didn't do Mike one.
Can I get a dick pic too?
All right. So the next one is, hey, SCU cast, you guys wreck and rule. Huge fan of the programming and content. This podcast is definitely a highlight on a Friday morning during the wee hours of the workday. Keep with the reek and rule theme. I'm not sure what's going on there. I think it's a compliment. Which iteration of the Wreckers does each SCU member prefer? IDW, Marvel, Dreamwave, or Prime?
Can I go first?
Of course.
DC.
Yeah, I vote DC too.
Justin?
I mean, the Last Stand of Wreckers is like one of the best Transformers things ever, so gotta go with that one.
Yeah. Greg, I'm sure IDW as well.
Yeah, probably.
Safe for me.
Yeah, definitely.
IDW.
Definitely IDW for me.
Oh yeah, the Wreckers Prime. I mean, he means Prime the cartoon.
Yeah.
Jack and I mean that seemed that wasn't really like any kind of Wreckers fiction.
No, it was just like a tip of the hat to the idea of the Wreckers.
Yeah, I mean, let's throw a metal ball at each other, play catch, wreck and roll. What is this?
I would love to have a tip of the hat from Bobby.
He'll give you a tip.
I knew it was which Autobots does each SCU member prefer to comprise their ideal Wrecker shelf, and is it completed? Oof.
Again, I go with the ones that came from the Last End of the Wreckers, and no, it's absolutely not, because I don't have a Impactor that's the size I want. I don't have a Pyro. I don't have a lot of them. I have a Rotor Storm.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Scorponok.
Robert doesn't know shit about the Wreckers, for those listening. Greg?
I don't have any Wreckers. I stopped caring about such nonsense long ago when I started running out of space.
Matt?
Yes.
Yes, it's complete.
Yes, you complete me. Yes.
Okay. I'm with Justin. I think the cast, The Last Stand, is probably
I vote that too. I vote that too.
That I want. And hell, no, it's not complete, and it seems like it never will be, because I think I'm selling them off.
You know, though, honestly, like for me, like I don't even need the IDW like styling. I just want those characters in a masterpiece form. Like, because I can sit them on the shelf with MP styling and still be happy with them, you know? So
I think I want the IDW styling, just to be honest. I think I do.
I understand that. I understand.
Like, I'd rather have the IDW styling of whoever, Pyro, for instance, than a Masterpiece G1 looking Pyro.
Is anyone kind of surprised that we haven't seen more of these, like, Last Stand of the Wreckers characters?
Like, I used to be, but I've been beat over the head so many times by weird MMC decisions that I'm not anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's not even just MMC. Like, I feel like it's like a right place for all third parties, and nobody's doing anything.
Yeah, but I mean, I only say MMC because they're the only ones really doing IDW.
Right.
Yeah, and they gotta have time to make some new molds. I mean, we get 9 releases a year and 2 molds. So
I did hear an interesting thing. It wasn't like directly about MMC per se, but that one of the things that third-party companies that don't own their own factories have to be cognizant of is the space that they're leasing within a factory. So if they always have to have a project going, and if they don't have a project going, they'll lose that space, and then they have to wait for another opening. So if they don't have another design ready to go, like, they kind of have to rely on repaints just to get them as like a space holder, which I thought was an interesting thing that I had considered. I think there's something to that. Which Autobot or Decepticon would you personally add into the Wreckers, and for what reason?
Overlord. I'm sorry, I giggled on my own way.
I got that one. That was a good one. I know nothing about it.
I think I might add like the Omnibots. Like that's one thing that I think is cool about a large like proportion of the Wreckers is they're all like characters that you never really gave a shit about, and they kind of made you give a shit about them.
What was that guy that got eaten by Unicron in the beginning of the movie?
Krennic or
Arbalest.
Arbalest. I pick Arbalest.
I could see for Decepticon. I could see maybe the Coneheads joining the records because they're kind of, they're dumb as shit, but they're, they just seem wreckerish to me, kind of.
Was that Build-A-Figure from Beast Wars?
Transmutate.
Transmutate.
Which Autobot? I would like to see Autobot Edge of the Wreckers.
Rimzeek.
Cosmos.
Cosmos. I like it.
Oh, Beachcomber.
Because that's perfect
Nothing?
fit for the Wreckers.
Okay. Sorry. I retract my statement.
Is Wreck-Gar a wrecker?
No.
I don't even know.
He is not.
So Wreck-Gar would be a cool wrecker.
Yeah.
Be Wreck-Gar the Wreck-Gar.
What about Optimus Prime?
Be like Weekend at Bernie's.
We have you said you gotta hop up off here, Greg?
Soon, yeah.
Okay, we got another question via email. It is long as fuck.
Oh, I didn't even. I forgot to check the email. I was
all good.
Like, kind of grasping at time today, so to speak.
Let's have Matt read it.
But this is from Chris. We'll get to it next week, Chris.
Or the week after, depending on what happens next week.
That's true. That's true. We'll get to it. We will get to it. It's a good question. There's a number of good questions.
We're gonna be slapping dicks this
Jesus
week.
Christ. Yeah, there's no dick pics in this question, so I don't know if we can answer one of this magnitude.
Yeah. But it has some interesting stuff in there. So we'll get to it next week. And this is a relatively short show, isn't it?
Well, how long have we been on?
About an hour 40, maybe a little less.
That's kind of short. I usually book about 2 hours for the show.
I'm short.
Oh, we got on late though, so we're a little later than usual.
I'm kind of short.
I mean, I can hop off and you guys can take care of the question. I mean, I'm sure.
Oh, no, because it's a good question. And I'd like to get your input on it as well. But
Well, hold on, let me preview it.
If you need to hop off, we can do we can talk a little bit about plans for TFCon next week.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to do that, we went to bed super early last night like idiots, and we fell asleep on the couch watching a movie, and
what movie
went to
was
bed
that?
early. A Blade Runner, and the original. Get ready for the
nice.
And we went to bed at like 10 o'clock, and so of course I was up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and couldn't get back to sleep. And so,
how did it hold up? I haven't watched it.
The first 10 minutes of it that I made it through before falling asleep on the couch. Pretty good.
So maybe not great.
Is it on Amazon?
No, I was just I rented it on Amazon. Yeah. No,
At
I was just
least I want to see that movie too. At least I want to see the new one.
I believe from what I've heard, I haven't gone back and watched it, but from other friends have told me it's one of the older movies that does hold up better.
Nice.
I don't know.
Nice.
I can't tell you if that's true or not.
Right.
But that's just what I've heard.
I can't find myself. I can't bring myself to rent on Amazon. I figure if I'm gonna spend $5, I might as well spend 15 and just own it and have it in my digital library.
Are you spending $5? You're spending $3.
It depends on the movie.
You're spending 10 cents a day. That's
Man,
less
the
than.
paint job on my Blitzwing and fucking Octane are terrible.
Better than that shitty arm some people got.
Tell you what, this Dino head on Cesium is fucking annoying. It jiggles and shit.
Fucking shit, man. I'm gonna write Takara, man, or Hasbro about that. What the fuck, Hasbro?
All right, I'm just gonna sell my whole collection. Fuck it.
Man, don't sell your whole collection, but I mean, Greg. I want you to be happy.
But yeah, so what's up?
Nothing. You got the Cesium coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's you know.
What are you gonna be checking out? What are you gonna be checking out this week, Bobby?
I don't know. CCM should be here tomorrow. What did I just? Megatron is on its way.
Okay. I was just told by Ryan that he sent me a birthday gift, so I should be getting something tomorrow.
Someone's got to talk to Lenny. Didn't he buy like 20 of those Megatrons? And he's just like making 16 Megatron angels on the floor?
No, I don't think so.
Megatron angels.
He's just like, yes, I can buy multiples. Sorry.
So what are we going to talk about, TFCon?
Yeah. So we're going to. We'll have more information next week. But Saturday night we'll probably do some sort of roundtable podcast that we'll record audio and video of. I'm sure that the ROC guys will be in attendance, and the Toy Detox. At least Tyler will be there. Joe KW will be there for that. He's talking about coming up after he gets off work, just hanging out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Friday night. The ROC guys are doing their Rockbox distribution and kind of party. That's always a good time. And either Friday or Saturday night, I'm gonna be shooting a scene for the music video for next year, Smoke and Mirrors, and that's gonna be in Agabus's room.
Are you gonna be walking?
I'll have the day. No walking this time, Matt.
Thank God.
I'll have the day next week, and in the room and all that kind of stuff. If you come up to me, I can give you the room number. And yeah,
selling autographs.
And Matt's gonna be selling autographs. I'm also gonna be at Baltimore Comic Con. I'm just gonna be kind of there with my family, but we might go out to lunch or something if you're gonna be in the proximity.
Are you gonna wear the mask, Arena?
No. No. I'm definitely not gonna wear the mask. Yeah, and we'll have Shattercast T-shirts as well.
Robert will be getting a massage.
Robert's getting a massage.
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna get a massage.
Fuck yeah.
The Shattercast guys, minus Greg, will be at my house Thursday for dinner. We'll probably end up doing something, while we're there.
36.
It's funny, man. I thought this year was going to be the first year that the whole cast would be together, and we still couldn't make it happen. Like, Shattercast has never been all in the same room at once.
Well, I mean, was Robert part of us when we all got together the first one?
No.
The first one, Oscar wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. Antoine
wasn't
there. Yeah.
The second year, Lenny wasn't there. The third year,
just me and you.
It was just you and I, and then this year we're missing Greg.
Oh.
Well, somebody had pre-ordered some fucking shirts.
I know. Damn it, pre-order. Get out there and pre-order some shirts, and Greg can go.
And yeah,
I'm jumping from a trial at the airport. I'm gonna have a telephone conference at federal court, getting on an airplane and starting my vacation.
That's hardcore, man.
I'm really looking forward to it, man. I got to work tomorrow, and then I got to work one day next week, and then I'm off, for all the festivities.
Ooh, are you off all that time between that and Skullfest too?
Yep.
Damn, dude.
Yep.
That's some vacation time.
Gotta make a lot of hamburgers.
Bobby Hours face.
Yeah, and then
Bobby's taking me to the block.
Yeah, man. Friday night, I'm gonna take you to the block. How crazy is that?
That's gonna chicken out.
Barbara, you gonna come down and go to the block too?
No.
Then shut up then.
I hate strip clubs.
Does Melissa know about the block?
Yeah, I get uncomfortable. I feel funny. I feel shy. It's not for me. I'm like, ooh, your boobies.
Yeah, I'm right. I'm with you, Robert. That shit's just like it was fun for like the first time or two, and then it's just like, yeah.
I love strip clubs.
All right. We should get out of here.
Creepy.
Yeah, it sounds like we don't have nothing else to talk about.
I could talk to y'all all night long.
What's on the SCU dinner menu?
I don't know actually. I got to talk to Laura about that.
Shrimp?
Actually, let me text her. I'll text her right now. We'll do it live.
Do it live.
I think she was a little overwhelmed with like.
Don't ask her. She's freaking dealing with the baby. Don't ask her that.
No, I'll ask her.
It ain't gonna be burgers and hot dogs.
No.
Cheese plate and milk.
It's gonna be celery and cheese plate.
No.
Celery and cheese plate.
I know what you're eating. Turkey fucking tacos.
I had
salmon nuggets.
The Pinkerton and Brian Brink came by Saturday and had crabs. Like I got a bushel of crabs and like we ate, popped their cherries on the crabs, and then we had like a lot left over, so like Laura picked them all, like all the leftovers on Sunday, and made this fucking crab dip that was fucking loaded with crab. Like it was like.
Did she buy you foot cream?
It was crazy. Oh, you know what's funny is I've been okay, and I've had crab dip twice this week and crab, so I gotta relax for a little bit.
You know what I want for our SCU dinner?
What's that?
I want dino nuggets, turkey tacos, and filet mignon with ketchup.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's going to be dino nuggets served 4 ways, a deconstructed turkey taco, and a nice iceberg salad.
So it's actually going to be stuffed shells, some garlic cheese bread homemade, and Caesar salad, and looks like I will be preparing it.
Oh, we'll help. I'll help.
Wait, what? What's stuffed shells?
It's
like
just cheese.
Shells and cheese?
Yeah.
Like clamshells, Matthew. Like
no meat? We don't have a meat? Or... I'll bring some.
I mean, if you want to bring like
Mr.
I'll bring some steak.
I know, man. I gotta say that was a little.
I'll bring some steaks. No, I don't care.
Oh man.
No, not steaks. You can't bring steaks with the shells.
What?
But,
yes, I can.
I mean,
traditionally, when you eat stuffed shells, that's like the meal. You don't have meat and stuffed shells.
Oh, we don't do that in the South, man. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about, man.
If you wanna, but I mean, I'm picky about my steaks, man. So you better come heavy.
What kind you like?
We got a meat market.
Come.
We got a meat market down the street from me. You can buy some fillets if you want to go hard. But look, the thing is.
No, Bobby's gonna have this gift horse there, and you can look it right at the mouth when you get there.
Yeah, dude. I was just gonna say, man, the craziest thing ever, right? Was at a Halloween party one year, there was this guy Gus, and I'm friends. Yeah, I'm friends with the guy, but I'm not that close with him. But he actually ended up providing a ride for a guy that I am very close with, and I know Gus. He's cool. He was welcome to be there. But so he fell asleep. They crashed at my house. They woke up the next morning, and Gus asked, like, so are we doing anything for breakfast? So my wife starts cooking breakfast for people, which wasn't in the fucking plans, you know. And she made like some eggs, and like she threw together some cinnamon rolls, and like just did what she could.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and this dude Gus, I wasn't there when he said this. They told me about it, and I wish I was there. But he was like, so is this it? And she was like, yep, this is all I got. Sorry. And he's like, oh, okay, because usually breakfast consists of some meats.
So now you're comparing me to Gus now? Man.
Yeah, well, I tell you, as soon as you said that, Gus,
I'm sorry.
Gus
I'm
was
sorry.
the first. No, you're fine. I'm just telling you, Gus was the first thing.
I won't come.
Now,
Man, that shit sounds like one of our YouTube comments.
I won't come. I'm not welcome now. I'm sorry.
Now, the very next year, this is funny. The very next year, Gus got super trashed, and he ended up on my front lawn with his pants around his ankles.
I'm not gonna be like that.
Did he get some breakfast meat that year?
Well, here's the funny thing. So, I was like, Shoulders, can you take this guy home? And Shoulders was like, nope. And this dude Troy was like, well, look, I'll pay you $80 to take him home. And he was like, okay, I'll do it for $80. So he put Gus in his car, and then he drove, and Gus started like puking in the car and everything else. Like it was a fucking shit show. So Troy just stopped at this bus stop in Baltimore County and just sat him in the bus stop. Oh my God.
And he's home.
And never pulled his pants up. But yeah,
I was just kidding. God dang! I don't. You gotta take me to a bus stop.
You weren't just kidding. I know you were. No, I won't. You're not gonna get trashed. You don't drink.
That's true.
Yeah, I got some breaking news just real quick before we get out of here. Fans of the movie Demolition Man, your dream's about to come true. Taco Bell is planning to open 350 non-drive-through locations called Taco Bell Cantina, with the express purpose of being able to sell alcohol.
I heard about that.
So Demolition Man is about to become reality. So you better brush up on how to use those shells while you're at Bobby's house.
Seashells. That's a good movie.
I mean, it's a movie.
All right.
Wesley Snipes.
Good night.
Yeah. Later.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only and sole purpose is entertainment. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and...
Shut the fuck